Welcome to the Simone Peront Show. My hope is that every episode will leave you inspired, encouraged, and will bring meaning into your own life. In today's episode, I will be discussing the power of influence and how our environment's circle of influence can shape or influence who we are or who we think we are. Have you ever stopped and wondered how much of who you are is actually you? I was thinking about this recently because my dad's work and his experience has been in aviation. If he hadn't been, I probably never would have taken an aviation class. That simple exposure put something into my world that otherwise may have never existed. It made me realize something. Our lives are shaped by more than just our personalities. They're also shaped by our environment. The more I reflected on it, the more I started seeing examples everywhere. Children of musicians often become musicians. Children of business owners often become entrepreneurs. In some cultures, generations of families become doctors, nurses, or engineers. And in the Bible, Jesus himself worked as a carpenter alongside Joseph before beginning his public ministry. So the question becomes, were these people always meant to do these things? Or were they simply exposed to them? I think the answer is more nuanced. I like to think of our lives as a pie chart with three major influences. The first slice is our core interest and our natural disposition. These are the things that seem to come alive within us: our temperament, personality, gifts, and the things that genuinely spark our curiosity. The second slice is our environment, our family, culture, neighborhood, friends, school, social media, church, mentors, and life experiences all influence what we believe is normal and what we believe is possible. Sometimes our environments introduce us to incredible opportunities. Sometimes it limits us. And sometimes it quietly shapes us without even us realizing it. The third slice is our choices. This may be the most powerful part of all. Your environment may open the door. Your personality may make you curious, but ultimately, you still decide whether to walk through it. For me, neuroscience wasn't some childhood dream. It entered my life through one of my family members' medical journey. Aviation entered my life because of my family. Yet once I encountered those subjects, I found myself genuinely interested in wanting to learn more. Not because they defined me, but because they became meaningful to me. This idea becomes especially important for teenagers and young adults. When we're young, we desperately want to belong. We want acceptance, friends, to fit in. Peer pressure isn't always something forcing you to do something. Sometimes it's simply becoming the people you're surrounded by. Their habits become your habits. Your language becomes your language. Their values become your values. Even their dreams start to become your dreams. And that's why your environment matters so much. If you're surrounded by people who encourage learning, kindness, discipline, and growth, you'll naturally absorb some of those qualities. If you're surrounded by negativity, unhealthy habits, or destructive influences, you'll likely absorb those too. The people closest to you are constantly shaping you, even when nobody says a word. For me, this realization isn't depressing. It's actually empowering because it means we can intentionally choose environments that help us become better versions of ourselves. Choose friends who inspire you. Choose books that challenge you. Choose mentors with integrity. Choose communities that make you want to grow. And don't be afraid to step outside of what you've always known. Most importantly, remember this: your environment can introduce you to opportunities. Your experiences can shape your interest, but they don't have to have the final say over who you become. Every single day, you still have the ability to choose. And maybe that's one of the greatest gifts God has given us: the freedom to become, through His grace and our choices, the person that we were created to be. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. If this episode encouraged you or made you think a little differently, I'd love for you to share it with someone who could use it too. And if you'd like to support the show, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and follow along for future conversations. I want to leave you with this. Remember, it's the little things we do consistently that can make the biggest difference. Every small step, every act of kindness, every decision to keep going matters more than you may realize. Keep growing, keep believing, keep asking questions, and never underestimate the incredible potential that God has placed within you. Until next time, I'm Simone Peront, and this has been the Simone Peront Show. God bless, and I'll see you in the next episode.